stories that they're seeing out there because you just can't watch everything. Focus on the things that concern you. Well, one of the watchdogs got into the hijacking of our liberty of our private property. The story that I have next comes from the watchdogs at redstate.com. They brought it to my attention a law about the White House's search for snitches. Team Obama wants you to report on any fishy information that you receive on the president. Why? Could be reasonable. It really could be. But is it illegal? Here is Fox senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano. Okay, Judge, let me play devil's advocate with you. Well, let me start with what the watchdog sent me, which was U.S. Code 5 U.S.C. 552A. And I called you this morning and I said, tell me about it.
Right.
What does this say?
It was written by the Congress in response to President Nixon, who used FBI agents, CIA agents, and civilian-clad military to take pictures of people and record their voices and their names at anti-war demonstrations in the 70s. The Congress wrote a law that said, the President and the executive branch shall not make, record, or keep records of persons' expressions of freedom of speech anywhere in the United States.
Unless expressly authorized by statute.
There is no statute that authorizes
Okay,
it.
this is what my question is. The executive branch can't keep, I mean, they're asking for, send me those emails, okay? The fear is, and I don't think I necessarily agree with this, but I see the concern. The fear is they take these emails and now they have a record and they're making an enemies list. We've asked the White House, they say there's no list being compiled, we're not compiling these people. But they can't delete those.
Right. The White House is in a conundrum because there's another federal statute that says if you communicate with the White House in any means, they must retain that communication.
So isn't that the statute that says basically aren't they in a catch-22?
They are in a catch-22. The retention statute is so that the White House can't change history. They can't sanitize and pretend that something never happened.
Okay.
The first statute that your viewer sent you is to make sure that the president can't intimidate people from expressing views against him by threatening to keep their names and opinions on file.
Okay. Wait a minute. He can't keep my opinion and my name on file?
He can't record the fact that you criticized him on air and retain that
It is my
recording.
understanding, I have no way to prove this, except I had somebody at the White House during the last administration tell me that there was a file at the White House with my name on it, and that, you know, because I wasn't real friendly to the last administration. Are you telling me that that can't happen? They don't have anything written down about me?
No, I'm telling you that if they do it, they violate the Privacy Act that was enacted to prevent the president.
But there's no way
from
to
doing
actually
it.
get that information. Okay, let me play devil's advocate here. I just asked people to be watchdogs. Too many things are going on. Even the White House cannot keep up with all of the bogus stuff that is out there on healthcare or whatever is out there. Why is it wrong to ask people, send in stuff so we can debunk it and put it on a website?
There's nothing wrong with you doing it because you're not the government. When the government does it, it chills your right to free speech. Look, free speech not only enlightens, it also can scare people and it can offend people, so it needs breathing room. If people are afraid to exercise their free speech because the government is in their face, or the government is recording what they say, then it lacks the breathing room.
Judge, I'd like you to come back because I had something else I wanted to talk to you about, an update on the cash for clunkers thing. The White House told us today, or was it the DOT, Department of Transportation told us today, they don't even understand our questions. I don't even understand that question. And it was, can you tell me if the cash for clunkers thing that we talked to you about last week, we know you've removed that warning, have you then indeed alleviated that responsibility or gotten rid of the understanding with the dealers that you can go in and snoop on their computers?
Have you snooped on them without telling them that you're snooping on them?
They don't even understand that question. So I'd like your help on furthering that. We'll have you come back.
It's a deal.
Thank you very much. Back in a second.